Taurus, and welcome back to your monthly reading. I am so glad to have all of you guys back this month. And, well, I hope that we finally decided to listen to ourselves and to listen, most importantly, to what the fuck I was telling you the last time. And hopefully you guys got your stuff into gear. I'm just kidding. I love you all. All right, Taurus, so we're going to go ahead and see what is going on with you this month. And let's see how we can help and guide you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with your spiritual focus this month. Let's see what our eyes are on this month. And it is finding that financial balance. Taurus, this month is going to be focusing all around the practicality and the stability of where you're pretty much living. So for a lot of you guys out there, this has to do with your home life and how you guys are doing in those kinds of regards. And what I mean by that is finding the balance again, because Two of Coins to me is a balancing act ultimately. And it's also trying to figure out how, so for some of you guys out there, maybe you guys have come towards a little bit of a financial strain, and maybe some of you guys have maybe had to put some of your wishes or ideas or maybe going back to school or what have you on the back burner to kind of like satisfy financial obligations that may have just kind of like thrown you for a loop and just kind of surfaced last minute. So this month, Taurus, is going to be all about you figuring out how you're going to balance that money and balance that kind of like practicalness for you this month, which is really, really important to you. This is a little vague, so I'm going to draw this out here. With Seven of Swords, to me, this is telling me that you're going to be balancing your own mental thoughts. And to me, Seven of Swords is sneakiness, and it's also dishonesty. So I almost feel like some of you guys are going to be walking away or almost trying to sort out your own not twisted thoughts, but just your own distorted views of things and the real sense of how things actually are. So this is going to be very much about, for you this month, Taurus, of how much of this is inside of your head and how much of this is in real life, and really bringing that into balance and bringing that into a central focal point for you this month. I think is really important for you, especially, again, balancing those finances. Maybe some of you guys are trying to travel or making, not traveling, but traveling forward with your plans or moving forward with your plans, and they're just kind of like undulating, just kind of like a little bit on the fence. Maybe some of you guys had to put something on the back burner for something that has taken priority, but I feel like that balancing act and really you battling with your own internal skepticism and self-doubt is really going to be the focal point for you this month. Okay, so your monthly lesson is the Queen of Cups, and to me, Taurus, this is about you very much coming into the responsibility of your own emotions. I really feel like some of you guys are either coming to the forefront of a very serious commitment, or maybe taking things to the next level, or maybe you guys had to step in and have to save somebody, or be that rock for somebody this month. But for you, Taurus, right now this is all about, I get the sense of martyrdom, and for you really just kind of putting things aside, or almost putting yourself aside for the benefit and for the good of other people, at least just for now. And I know that it sucks to have your plans put on the back burner, and maybe you've really been working so hard towards this here with the Two of Coins and really trying to juggle this out, and something has appeared for you last minute. But for here with the Queen of Cups, I really feel like this is you kind of having to make that noble sacrifice and kind of almost do this for the greater good, which I completely understand and is very much in your nature, because you love to help people, Taurus, and that's just the kind of people that you are. And here with the Queen of Cups, this is you taking responsibility now for your own feelings and even for other people around you right now. For some of you, maybe there's a lot of people leaning on you this month, or depending on you this month rather, and you're going to really have to pull through for them, Taurus. So I really see you just kind of like focusing on that. And almost like Aries here with Ten of Swords, your lesson to learn this month is letting bygones be bygones and putting everything in the past behind you. Taurus, this is not the time for you to hold on to things and to linger on to old emotions. What people need from you right now, Taurus, is for you to be that stability and for them to be that rock for you. And here with the Ten of Rods is telling me that you are at the end of a cycle and you're done kind of almost being how would you say it? It's like you're done almost being like a doormat in a way, and it's just like you're not letting anyone take advantage of you. You're displaying just, again, that balance, that Two of Coins. You're demonstrating that right amount of leadership as well as compassion here with the Queen of Cups, which makes you just the perfect candidate right now to really hold in and really just kind of hold everything together. I feel like this month, Taurus, you are the glue and you are the one holding everything together this month, and that's really important. And what's most important as well here, again, with Ten of Rods, is you are done with this whole cycle. After this, and that's the good news, you are finished with this. You are going to be able to move on to something else, Taurus. But right now, this month, people need you, and you are going to really need to be that foundation and support and that love for people this month. And this is all coming down to you. What's positively influencing you is, funny enough, is the Tower card. So again, Taurus, I would look for the very again, things are going to come to a very sudden close for you. And either this is going to be a job or a relationship or something, but there's going to be something very swiftly and very quickly coming towards you, Taurus, here with the Tower card. It might be a couple weeks into this brand new month, but something is going to come and just destroy something for you that you thought was ideal, that you thought was everything for you, but the reality of it is you really didn't actually need that. And only in the dust, when the dust settles with all of this, when all is said and done, when this destruction has happened, so to speak, you're going to be able to realize that this actually was not for you at all. And you're actually kind of glad that this actually happened for you anyway. I do want to see the nature of this. Well, it's almost like the Aries reading is getting mirrored here. And it's you are done trying to make something work. And I think that that's really what it is. There's going to be a sign, there's going to be this aha moment for you this month, Taurus, where all of this effort that you feel like wherever it is in your life that you've been trying to make something work and just kind of like almost like forcing something to, forcing that puzzle piece into the wrong space or just trying to make something work. The Tower card here is going to be, something is going to happen that is going to smash all of that down and is going to show you this is not something that you need to try to keep making to work, and you just kind of need to let it go. You need to leave it alone, you need to move on, which is why you're getting the Ten of Rods here. This is done for you. Whatever this is that you're exhausting your effort on, Taurus. Maybe this isn't being upset or bothered about something that you're going to realize that being bothered is not going to change anything. So it's just like, I'm not entirely sure what this is, but with the Tower card here, there is a very sudden and swift change that you're not going to see this coming towards you, Taurus, but it is going to benefit you, which is amazing. Negatively influencing you is the World card, and it says mirroring Aries is reading in almost like opposite ways. But with the World card here, I almost feel like telling you this, Taurus, is you being afraid of having to start over. And I don't know a better way of telling you that here, but with the World card here, it's like despite the fact that you have all of these opportunities that are knocking at the door, Taurus, you are still going to be so upset and so bothered that everything that you almost worked towards was taken or destroyed, and you are upset about having to kind of pick up and carry on and to move forward. So I do see a really big fear or a dread of having to start over, but the fact that you have these major energy cards here, these major arcanas are appearing, so this is telling me that whether you like it or not, this is coming to an end for you, Taurus, and whatever you're holding on to, whatever you're trying to make work is going to come to a very sudden end for you, and that's going to be the end of that with the World card. And I know you're really dreading the future and you're really dreading where everything is going to go, but Taurus, you're going to have to start all over. That's just the only way. But the beautiful part about the World card is that once you start over, the world is at your fingertips, so to speak. So it's just like you have all of these beautiful things coming to you, Taurus. You just have to have the strength and the courage to put everything you knew behind you and to actually move forward with your plans. A word of advice is your very own card. It's the Empress card. It's Venus. This is you, Taurus. And the word of advice is indulge in everything that is in front of you right now, Taurus. You have everything that you need right now. You do not need, there's no sense for you to hold on to relationships or things that just no longer serve you or serve any purpose towards you, Taurus. You have all of the luxury and everything you need and more. Why are you holding on to things why are you trying to force something to work? Why are you trying to be with somebody or force a relationship with somebody that doesn't really want you? Why are you trying to continue down a path that clearly is not working for you? Why are you settling for things that you clearly were meant for bigger things, Taurus? You are the Empress card here. The word of advice is remember who you are, child of Venus, Aphrodite. Remember that you have everything that you need and more, Taurus. You do not need to settle. And yes, you might need to start all over again, but that's not the end of the world, so to speak. You have all of the blessings here from your very own card, from the Empress card. All right, Taurus, so we're going to go ahead and do one channel reading for you. And let's see what the powers that be have to say for you today. Alrighty, Taurus. Let's see what we got here. Your last message. Seems like a good one. Ace of Wands. I mean, I really feel like the message that's coming in most strongly for you here with the Ace of Wands is, what are you waiting for? And I feel like this was me telling you this last month. It's just, why are you so afraid of pulling that trigger, Taurus? Why are you so afraid of starting over new? Why are you so afraid of having to build a brand new foundation? If your old foundation was falling apart for you, that means it no longer served you, and you need to be okay with that. You know, you have to understand, just like they say, Rome was not built in a day. And just because your last empire was destroyed does not mean that if you do not take the time to cultivate, and that's what you were all about, Taurus, you were about cultivation. If you take the time to cultivate and to exhaust your and to put your energy into something that is actually worth your time, and use discernment and reach out and take all these opportunities that are presented to you, you have the opportunity to create something absolutely wonderful for you, Taurus. So what are you waiting for? Why are you so obsessed with the old? Get in with the new. This is really what this call is. This is what the call is for you this month, Taurus. Is put out the old, on with the old, in with the new. You really need to move on forward, Taurus. I really don't know what you're wasting your time for. Be careful with this Seven of Swords energy here, Taurus, because again, I feel like there's a little bit of lies, a little bit of deceit going around here, or maybe someone's not being totally honest with you and trying to tiptoe around you just a little bit. I do want to bring that back into the focus, so again, be careful with that. But mostly overall, what's really important is become this Empress card here, Taurus. You are Venus. This is your own card, and this is your word of advice. And as that being said, remember who you are. You have everything you need, Taurus. Do not allow anybody else to make you think that you need anything more than you do, because you have that and then some. All right, Taurus, so I'm going to go ahead and end your reading on that note. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I hope that this does help you and bring you any kind of a guidance. I hope to see you next month, Taurus, and thank you so much for watching. And that being said, I will see you soon.